So nowadays, for you to get in a relationship, you have to be a tall, dark-skinned man with dreads. You can't be no shorter than 6 foot. That's all these females love, is just tall men.
Right here, right now. It's the right time, it's the right sound. Right now. Tell the whole pipe down. Tell the nigga pipe down.
So if you don't believe me about women preferring Thug Maxed Alpha Simps in the community, let me show you this video right here. We are about to break down the thoughts of a black male incel, okay? A black male incel. And he obviously is an incel for most likely because he's slightly on the autistic spectrum, and he is a he's a low tier Malcolm, okay? He's a medium ugly. I can't really say that he's lucrative because he might be special needs. Communicative, operational, likable man. He's probably not even a Malcolm, respectfully, but he has the potential to be a Malcolm if he commits himself to some type of blue collar work that he can, repeatedly do and maybe become OCD about that specific profession. Now, let's listen up to his gripes and complaints about dating in the community.
So nowadays, for you to get in a relationship, you have to be a tall, dark-skinned man with dreads. You can't be no shorter than 6 foot.
Woo!
That's all these females love, is just tall men.
Run it back.
So nowadays, for you to get in a relationship, you have to be a tall, dark-skinned man with dreads. You can't be no shorter than 6 foot. That's all these females love, is just tall men.
Wow. So that was actually pretty sad to watch because as a short king, you don't want to come out and say anything like this. You don't want to pit yourself against tall men when it comes to attractiveness and females. You want to keep those thoughts to yourself and work on yourself, man. There are some issues that this brother has that he has not necessarily worked on. Like it appears that he might have some skin issues. Also, he just kind of looks rough around the edges. He's got very dark marks on his neck, which even though women say that, they're not superficial, they see these things and they are attracted to even skin, okay? They're attracted to guys with hairlines, and his hairline isn't pushed back that bad, but he definitely has a 5 or a 6 head. So, if he does get a lineup, it'll look like he has a really wide hairline, which he does. So that could be considered unattractive to a lot of black women in the community. As well, he's very short. He's probably like 5'4", honestly. So that is working against him. But even short men in the community can still eat. That is true. You can still eat in the community if you're short, but if you get swole. See, the thing about black women is that they are willing to overlook these certain things about you if you have a nice body, or if you have something that can, obviously it's not going to be his face. So he's going to have to get in shape. And if you have a nice body, you will be able to attract women that are your height or shorter, or maybe even, if you want to go that route, look for a fat chick who's taller than you. Fat girls, they definitely date down. I don't care what they say. Yeah, they may smash attractive men, because a lot of men will smash anything for sure. But fat women date down. When they get in a relationship, a lot of fat women are with guys who are very short, if not, 3 to 4 inches shorter than them. Guys who are not in shape, guys who are very skinny. Fat women like skinny guys, so they will settle for a small, a short, skinny guy to be loved, okay? Because at the end of the day, a woman just wants love. So, let's get into some of these comments. Black women are straight flaming him. You have some brothers in here who are trying to give him encouragement, though. Bro, you can do all things through God and belief. You got more comments on this than I've ever had in one post in my life. So change your message and reach thousands of people. Godspeed, bro. You got this. So here's the thing. Yes, he has a lot of comments, but he only has 13 likes. The reason why he has a lot of comments is because black women are in the comments section and they're on his ass, okay? They're flaming him because he had the unmitigated gall to speak out and say, hey, black women don't like short men. And we know he's talking about black women, but he's talking about women in general, and he's saying they don't like short men. I just don't agree. The 6 foot stuff, it sounds good, but most of the time when you go out and you walk around and you see, there are really hot women with guys that are their height or slightly taller. This woman says, Solo De La Ghetto says, damn, you sound like an incel. I pray for any woman who comes across you. You're too angry. So he didn't really seem that angry. He seemed frustrated. He is an incel, though. He definitely is an incel. Someone says, sir, for one, you look like a man who can't handle rejection. And because of this, I can tell you were raised fatherless. Now, hear me out. Women like men. You look like a grown man-child with a bird chest and insufficient hairline. I told you guys, I am good. I'm good, y'all. Do I know black women or do I not? Bro, I told you the hairline. She said an insufficient hairline. And see, they would say my hairline is insufficient too. The thing about my hairline, though, is that it's not pushed back. If I get a hairline, like if I get a haircut, it'll be like straight and all that stuff. But with dreads, you really don't need a hairline. I mean, it looks good. Yes, it does. It looks better for sure. But I mean, if I wear my hair down, a lot of women can't even tell. Black women can tell for sure. But any other race of woman, they can't really tell if you have a shape up or not. That's what I've noticed from dating IR. But I told you, black women really care about hairline. Let's see. It's not that we have a specific type. It's that we're just not into you. So we all know that that's not true. Okay. Black women definitely have a specific type, and that's fine. A lot of them will say, yes, I had that type when I was young, but I grew out of it, which is also fine. As long as you learn later. But at the end of the day, you have to be willing to settle for a man who's going to take you after you done been through Pookie and Ray Ray. Because I'm going to tell you right now, recovering a woman from the trauma of Pookie and Ray Ray is way more difficult than, helping them recover from Beta Brad or something like that. They just got heartbreak and they left him because he was boring. She says, also, may I add that you should get out that car, get out that heat, and go to see a dermatologist. Yep, I told you about the skin. I told you about his skin. Black women love a man with even skin. Even though, and I'm going to say this with all due respect, and I'm going to take a sip before I say this. Even though, and this is not something that I say in animosity, this is just in general, a lot of y'all have scars. Okay, a lot of sisters grew up rough. A lot of y'all have scars. A lot of y'all have darker marks, between your butt cracks and around your genitalia, and even on your chest. A lot of y'all y'all are breaking out on top of your chest, and most of that is because of diet. But once the scars are there and you pick at them, it looks really bad. Now, this is not everybody, but I'm saying they really care about a man's skin. They really care about a man's appearance. And as you guys can see, pretty much my skin tone is even keel all the way around. You don't see any like super dark blemishes or whatnot. Pretty even. But like I said, they really care about skin, even though they have skin flaws as well. Now, I'm not saying all of them have skin flaws, but even the ones with skin flaws, like I used to know this girl, she was dark skinned with eczema, and I don't know how the fuck that happened. Oh, I didn't mean to curse, but I didn't know how that happened. How are you dark skinned with eczema? But anyways, she was dark skinned with eczema, and her skin was super flaky, and like when you touched it, it felt like the scale of a fish. And she had super high standards. Like she wanted hot guys like myself, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, no, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you would cut my genitalia if I started to stroke it. But so she said something about the dermatologist, which I told you guys before. Funny looking, insecure, mad at the world, incel, looking for love he'll never get. Oof. So she killed him right there. Somebody says, but what's this older sister, and they're supposed to be nurturing and nice and all this other stuff. So you can see her picture right there. This is what they're calling nurturing. But what's wrong with a tall man, though? I'm confused as to why you have a problem with our preference. So if a black man said, hey, I got a preference in a woman who's another race, then it will be an issue. But if a brother says, hey, why do y'all only date tall men, then they find it insulting. All right. It definitely couldn't be your piss poor attitude, nasty comments, or shirtless cry rants in a random car about how nobody wants to F you. Nope, definitely just your height and haircut. Okay. I see a few people reached out with some constructive criticism and some were a bit negative. Regardless, you're coming back with sharp words. Anger is one of the least attractive things to women. You might feel things, but hold it inside, put a smile on your face, and learn to make a woman laugh while taking care of your appearance, hygiene, mental health, etc. Before you know it, females will take notice. I'm not suggesting you be a simp or a pushover, but self-control goes a long way to be your... oh, sorry. I lost my place. Self-control goes a long way to your manliness, which can also be attractive to some women. Back and forth with women about their looks, etc. is a turnoff to the other females watching. Just keep it moving. Don't give negativity back. P.S. I saw another post you commented on. If you're trying to attract large women who are tall and robust, know that they are often attracted to men who are of a taller stature than themselves. Don't make it personal. Good luck. Yeah, that's facts. If you want to date a tall woman, most of the time you do have to be tall. That's just the reality. Women like men that are nice, respectful, and treat them right. You don't have to be tall, conventionally attractive, or rich. A great personality goes a long way. Yeah, I mean that's like for the older women. Younger women, he's in my age group, so I understand what he's saying. But for one, you know, you're just not attractive enough, bro. And that's it. So you probably need to go after uglier girls. Somebody said, baby, you don't got to worry about that because ain't no woman thirsty over you. Stick to playing video games. So I'm telling you right now, black women are on his behind. I literally haven't seen one white woman or any woman of another race coming at him. It's just the sisters. No, you don't. So they are the ones who put these 200 some odd comments on his. No, you don't. We just don't want to date you. How do incels like you expect to get females if this is how you treat them, Brody? But you need to chill talking to black women like that, though. If you're trying to get females, that's the last thing you want to do. That's one of the first questions they ask. Facts. Yeah, they do. That's one of the first questions. This is a white guy. How tall are you? That is one of the first questions they ask. It's always the ones that look like this. So they're on his behind, guys. And they're not letting up. So this is what it's come down to. These are the incel men who, you know, are out here in the black community, and they are struggling. They're struggling. And what I would say to the incel guys, you know, I don't want to be that guy, but go to Vegas, get laid, go ahead, pay for it, man. Get it out of the way, bro. Get it out of the way, clear your head, and then learn how to take steps forward to improve your attractiveness. Because for one, I could tell you a lot of things. Your teeth, bro. Your teeth, your hairline, of course. Obviously, they're going to be upset with your hairline, which I don't find a huge issue with the hairline. It's your teeth. It's your skincare routine. And you got a lot of grime on your face. You need to trim up the beard. Maybe even cut the jaw straps off because your beard's not connecting. So you don't want to present a beard if your beard's not connecting. So there are a lot of things that he can improve on, but you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, share your relationship question to the email down below with a screenshot of your CashApp so I know you pay your time, man. Y'all need to be in your freaking DM with the BS. You already know. Reclaim your throne.
Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.